I can't believe it's been a decade since this film came out. Get ready as Earth's Mightiest Heroes return, this time with a little help from some new faces as they take on a real metallic villain from the world of Marvel. Prepare yourselves because here's a full re-review of Avengers Age of Ultron. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, true believers. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers and true believers out there. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D. And this time around, I bring to you a full re-review of the 2015 superhero flick, Avengers Age of Ultron, released by Marvel Studios, distributed through Disney. This, of course, is the sequel to 2012's The Avengers and the 11th film in the MCU, written and directed by Joss Whedon, featuring an ensemble cast that includes returning members Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, plus Cobie Smulders, Anthony Mackie, Haley Atwell, Stellan Skarsgård, and Don Cheadle and Idris Elba. Also back on board, new to this, include, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, Linda Cardellini, and James Spader, who voices Ultron. In the film, the Avengers fight this artificial intelligence created by Tony Stark, known as Ultron, and also Bruce Banner, who plans to bring about world peace by causing human extinction. The film was released on this day, March 1st, 2015, after it made its premiere a few weeks before this at the Dolby Theater. It went on to become a monster hit at the box office. Of course. While it kind of surpassing its predecessor by that much, it still became a big hit anyway, and a good one. Now, before I get started on the re-review, if you have not seen my re-review of the first Avengers film, click on that card, and it'll take you to that video in case you might have missed it, which I did almost 3 years ago. Well, actually, it has been 3 years, duh. Or if you'd like to see it again. Okay, on with the story. In the Eastern European country of Sokovia, the Avengers, Tony Stark, Thor, Bruce Banner, Steve Rogers, Natasha Romanoff, and Clint Barton raid a Hydra facility commanded by Baron Wolfgang von Strucker, who has experimented on humans using the scepter previously wielded by Loki. They meet two of Strucker's test subjects, twins Pietro and Wanda Maximoff. Pietro having superhuman speed and Wanda having telepathic and telekinetic abilities, and apprehend Strucker while Stark retrieves Loki's scepter. Stark and Banner discover an AI within the scepter's gem and secretly use it to complete Stark's Ultron global defense program. The unexpectedly sentient Ultron, believing he must eradicate humanity to save Earth, eliminates Stark's AI, Jarvis, and attacks the Avengers at their headquarters. Escaping with the scepter, Ultron uses the resources in Strucker's Sokovia base to upgrade his rudimentary body and build an army of robot drones. Having killed Strucker, he recruits the Maximoffs, who hold Stark responsible for their parents' deaths by his company's weapons, and goes to the base of arms dealer Ulysses Claw in Johannesburg to get vibranium. The Avengers attack Ultron and the Maximoffs, but Wanda subdues them with haunting visions. causing Banner to turn to the Hulk and rampage until Stark stops him with his anti-Hulk armor. A worldwide backlash over the resulting destruction and the fears Wanda's hallucinations inside send the team into hiding at Barton's farmhouse with his family. Thor departs to consult with Dr. Eric Selvig on the apocalyptic future he saw in his hallucination, while Nick Fury arrives and encourages the team to form a plan to stop Ultron. In Seoul, Ultron uses Loki's scepter to enslave the team's friend Helen Cho. They use her synthetic tissue technology, vibranium, and the scepter's gem to craft a new body. As Ultron uploads himself into the body, Wanda reads his mind, discovering his plan for human extinction. The Maximoffs turn against Ultron. Rogers, Romanoff, and Barton fight Ultron and retrieve the synthetic body, but Ultron captures Romanoff. The Avengers fight among themselves when Stark and Banner secretly upload Jarvis, who is still working after hiding from Ultron inside the internet, into the synthetic body. Now I'm going to the final act and the ending, so you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video at once. Go to the description box below, fast forward to the time below. As I'm counting down now, if you've seen this movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Thor returns to help activate the body based on its vision that the gem on its brow is the Mind Stone, one of the 6 Infinity Stones, the most powerful objects in existence. This vision earns their trust by being worthy of lifting Thor's hammer Mjolnir. Vision and the Maximoffs go with the Avengers to Sokovia, where Ultron has used the remaining vibranium to build a machine to lift a large part of the capital city skyward, intending to crash it into the ground to cause global extinction. Banner rescues Romanoff, who awakens the Hulk for the battle. The Avengers fight Ultron's army, while Fury arrives in a helicarrier with Maria Hill, James Rhodes, and S.H.I.E.L.D. agents to evacuate civilians. Pietro dies when he shields Barton from gunfire, and the vengeful Wanda abandons her post to destroy Ultron's primary body, which allows one of his drones to activate the machine. The city plummets, but Stark and Thor overload the machine and shatter the landmass. In the aftermath, the Hulk, unwilling to endanger Romanoff by being with her, departs in a Quinjet, while Vision confronts and destroys Ultron's last remaining body. Later, with the Avengers having established a new base run by Fury, Hill, Cho, and Selvig, Thor returns to Asgard to learn more about the forces he suspects have manipulated recent events. As Stark leaves and Barton retires, Rogers and Romanoff prepare to train new Avengers: Rhodes, Vision, Sam Wilson, and Wanda. End of story. Or is it? Yes, in a mid-credit scene, Thanos dons a gauntlet and vows to retrieve the Infinity Stones himself, which will continue in Avengers Infinity War. So what did I think of Avengers Age of Ultron? My least favorite of the franchise, but don't hate me for it. I find this film to be very good and what have you. So I do not hate this movie. It may be my least favorite, but I don't hate this movie. I love the movie. It's incredible, just like the first one. The film did so well and went on to become the 4th highest grossing film of 2015. It was very incredible and very amazing. It, again, just as good as before. But anyway, it did so well. Also, just about a little later on, the film later became the 21st film in cinematic history, 3rd in Marvel Studios film, and the 8th film to be distributed by Disney to cross the $1 billion threshold at the box office. It eventually did pretty well and what have you. The reviews were pretty good and what have you. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 76%, saying exuberant and eye popping. The film serves as an overstuffed but most satisfying sequel, reuniting its predecessors, unwidely cast with a few new additions and a worthy foe. Yes, I agree with that. Sure, it's overstuffed in ways, but nevertheless, the film is very good and entertaining. Metacritic has a score of 66, while audiences polled by CinemaScore gave this an A. And those at PostTrack gave the film a 90% overall positive score and a 79% recommend. In some reviews, the Hollywood Reporter said the film succeeds in the top priority of creating a worthy opponent for its superheroes and giving the latter a few new things to do. But this time, the action scenes don't always measure up. Variety said if this is what the hypothesis of branded big studio entertainment has come to look like in 2015, we could be doing much worse. Unlike its title character, the film most definitely has soul. Definitely. Richard Roper said someday an Avengers film might collapse under the weight of its own awesomeness. I mean, how many times can they save the world? But this is not that day. Peter Travers of Rolling Stone wrote the film is a whole summer fireworks packed into one movie. It doesn't just go to 11, it starts there. Whedon takes a few wrong turns, creating a jumble when the action gets too thick, but he recovers like a pro, devising a spectacle that's epic in every sense of the word. Definitely what have you. Anyway, I really think this is a good film. The film did very well. It went on to make 1.4 over 1.4 million billion. I'm getting myself sidetracked. Over 1.4 billion worldwide, just missing its predecessor's 1.5 billion by that much on its budget of 444 to 495 million for gross and 365 million net. So anyway, yeah. Anywho, film got nominated for numerous awards, didn't win too many though, unfortunately. But nevertheless, it proved to have the epic feel like the first one did. Now, for the score, they had Danny Elfman along with Brian Tyler on board to do the score, and it's really good. It's just about as good and epic as Alan Silvestri's score for the first film. It's definitely really good and what have you. And I think it proved to be a good one. Anyway, Whedon was set to return as writer and director of this just after the monster success of its predecessor. Now, of course, he updated Ultron's origin for the film to involve the MCU's Avengers and introduced Pietro and Wanda Maximoff, to whom Marvel shared the rights with Fox long before Disney even bombed out. Which, of course, the character of Pietro Maximoff was recently featured in X-Men Days of Future Past the previous year. But anyway, after this was a success, a sequel would follow 3 years later in Avengers Infinity War. And then a year later, a follow-up Endgame would follow. Now, I will review those films next year before the brand new film of Avengers Doomsday, gets released. Now, let me get back to this. The story, I think, was very good. Whedon did a good job on this story, just like he does with the direction this film was going. Also, the score from Danny Elfman, with a little help from Brian Tyler, was very good as well. Now, apparently, this was not his Tyler's first time because he had recently done the scores for Iron Man 3 and Thor: The Dark World. Yeah, so anyway, now Danny Elfman reprised Sylvester's theme from the first film to create a new hybrid theme, which I thought was pretty good. Now for our cast, we have Robert Downey Jr. once again as Tony Stark, bear no twist as Iron Man. Still pretty good. Chris Hemsworth returns as Thor. He's still good. Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner and the Hulk. Good as well. Chris Evans as Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. Yeah, definitely good. Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. Good. Jeremy Renner as Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye. Also good. We have Don Cheadle returning as James Rhodey Rhodes, aka War Machine. Not too bad. Let's see. Cobie Smulders plays Maria Hill, who's very good. Anthony Mackie, even though he was just in a little bit of a small appearance as Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, he was pretty good. We have a little bit of a appearance of Haley Atwell as Peggy Carter in a little bit of a dream sequence. Idris Elba as Heimdall, good. And Stellan Skarsgård as Eric Selvig, good as well. And of course, Samuel Jackson once again playing Nick Fury. Very good performances from them. Now, as for our new cast, well, maybe not new. Here's one more. Paul Bettany. He once again does the voice of Jarvis, but also plays Vision as well. With Vision, I think this character was absolutely very good and what have you. Now, as for the rest of the new additions, Aaron Taylor Johnson played Pietro Maximoff, aka Quicksilver. I think this was absolutely really good. Now, Kevin Feige, of course, stated that exploring this relationship with his sister Wanda and his backstory growing up in Eastern Europe would help differentiate the character from the performance Evan Peters gave the previous year in X-Men Days of Future Past. But still, I thought that performance was still pretty good. Now, what really surprised me was Elizabeth Olsen in her first appearance as Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch. I'm going to say she did a fantastic job. She's absolutely superb. Now we have Linda Cardellini on board as Laura Barton, Hawkeye's wife. Very good. And James Spader voicing Ultron. Yeah, not bad. His character's pretty good. So overall, I'm going to say really good. We also had appearances from others. Claudia Kim as Helen Cho. Let's see. Thomas Kretschmann as Baron Wolfgang von Strucker and Henry Goodman as Dr. List appear. Yep, they reprise their roles. Andy Serkis, of course, as Ulysses Claw. Let's see. And also, though uncredited, Josh Brolin appears as Thanos. And of course, the late great big guy himself, Stan the Man Lee, makes a cameo appearance as a military veteran who attends the Avengers victory party. Well, Tom Hiddleston was to reprise his role as Loki, but his scenes did not make the theatrical cut, unfortunately. But nevertheless, Avengers Age of Ultron is a good film. I really do like it, though it's my least favorite, but I still love this movie. It's very good. So, with everything said, this is a good movie. So, would I recommend Avengers Age of Ultron? The answer would be hell yeah, go for it. This is a good sequel. You like the first film? I know you'll like the second one. So what did you think of Avengers Age of Ultron? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow, make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Get them to know me. May they like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you'd like as well. Join me next time when I bring to you a back-to-back review. Well, actually, mini reviews of Last Breath and Black Bag. So if you like this, check out some of these other MCU films that got re-reviewed recently. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of Iron Man from 2008. The upper right-hand corner is my re-review of Thor from 2011. Or if you'd like, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of the recent MCU film, Captain America: Brave New World. And I'm looking forward to the brand new film that's coming up this weekend, Thunderbolts. Expect a spoiler-free review of it this weekend. In the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.